let's first talk about the Boston Bruins. There were some hard lessons there. You're helping some of these younger players grow like you did in Carolina, whether it be a Nathan Horton, who you were particularly close with, Brad Marchand. Tell me about Boston. Again, the show is digging in. What really strikes you about the Bruin chapter?
Yeah, well, we'd been through a lot of adversity together. Obviously, we lost touch to Carolina 2 years prior to winning the Cup. That was a tough series. We swept somebody in the first round, and then we sat around for 11 or 12 days, and then we just couldn't. By the time we got our engines going, Carolina, it comes down to near the end. Comes down to a game 6, and we're playing a lot better by that point, but we weren't even in the series for the start. And I think we learned that we ended up sweeping somebody the following year or 2 years later, and learning that, hey, we got to stay focused. We can't be going out golfing. We can't be doing things. You got to stay focused. So we had some adversities, and obviously everybody knows about being up 3-0 on Philly and being one of the only teams to, we lost 4 straight. That was a tough blow, but the core of guys on the team, obviously Chara, Bergeron, Recchi, it was Brett Marchand was young at the time. We had a core of guys that, we had Luch, Milan Lucic. Then we brought in Nathan Horton. We brought in some veterans like Chris Kelly and Peverly, and we brought in some guys who, were some veteran guys who, had some leadership skills and were willing to kind of do whatever and just fit right into what we were doing. And by the time we got to 2010-11, we were I really felt we were ready to be a championship team. And we had some good time. We started off in Belfast, and then over in Czech. So that was a good 2-3 weeks. So over there, we had a good time. So, really brought, we were close anyways, but it was really a fun trip for everybody. The Bruins had set it up terrifically. Like, it was very well set up, the trip. We got to spend some time in Belfast, and then we spent, we had a good amount of time in Czech where we could just hang out and do things. It wasn't a rushed deal. So we, it was, that started off our year perfectly. And then we just kind of went from there and built. And then, all of a sudden you're playing in the Stanley Cup Finals. So it's, it was a pretty special group. I was just on a Zoom call actually yesterday with Chara and Bergeron. We were talking about the 2011. They're doing something in Boston with doing some charity event. So it was pretty good. Pretty good being on there.